Hey guys, this is Coach Marty and Coach Ryan. We're from Function and Strength. We're going to take you through day one of our phase 2 Eccentric program. It's our bodyweight program. So today we're going to go through a tri-set and then a couple of just 2 A and B sets. You can see it all on your Team Builder app if you want. If not, you can just follow along with us as we go through it. Coach Ryan and I are going to move through. If you need to go slower, hit that pause button, take your time. All right? Or if you're going to move a little bit faster than us, that's fine. Just make sure you're doing the form correctly. Today, what you're going to need is possibly a chair or something to elevate your feet on. And then also we're going to need our towel rows set up. We did this in the last series. If you don't know how to do it, head out of the video, click on the towel row in the exercise, and I'll show you a video how to get that set up. So go ahead and have all that set up. You're going to need a water bottle too to take you through, or something like a 2.5 to maybe 5 pound weight. That's a book, whatever it is, use that. But that's all we're going to need for today. To get started here, we're going to go through our plyos. So Coach Ryan is going to, when I basically explain the exercise, he's going to give me a demonstration here before, and then we'll go through all 3. We're going to go through all 3 right now, and then we'll go through all 3 exercises together, and then again, you can follow along once we do that. So our first exercise today is a drop squat to a squat jump. So Coach Ryan's going to do our drop squat into a jump squat. Our drop squat, just think about picking the feet up, landing in our landing position, and then from there exploding up into that jump squat. Then he's going to go into a lateral bound, forward and backwards with a stick. He's going to jump side to side, 3 forwards, and now he's going to go backwards, 3 backwards. All right, we're going to go up and back 3 times there. And then we're going to go a tall kneeling towel slam. So we're going to take our towel. You can tie it in a knot. You can just roll it up in a ball. You can do whatever you want. But we're going to be in a tall kneeling position. Coach Ryan's going to take his hands overhead without really opening up his ribs. Throw it down as hard as he can. Just because it's light doesn't mean that you can put a ton of force into it. All right? Throw that towel as hard as you can into the ground. So we're going to go 5 reps of our drop squat into our squat jump. We're going to go 3 reps forward, 3 reps backwards. All right, and then we're going to go tall kneeling towel slams for 5. We're going to go through that 2 times. Coach Ryan's going to go through the exercise today, and again, I'm just going to coach him through. So you can follow along with Coach Ryan, listen to my cues as we go along here. All right, so our first set, 5 drop squats with a jump squat.
Resetting after each one, correct?
Correct. After each one, reset, stand up, go into your next one. Good. So think when you drop and push, try and get your ground contact time as little as possible. So as soon as he hits the ground, he's jumping right back up. If you have a low ceiling, you don't have a ton of room to jump here, don't throw the hands overhead. Keep the hands down so you're not dragging your hands into the ceiling. Now we're going to go our lateral bound side to side. He sticks each time, and now he's going backwards. Make sure you got enough room to go forward and backwards. Now you're going to grab your towel for your towel slams, and we're going to go 2 times 5 reps overhead. As we go overhead, make sure we don't open up those ribs too much. We're here, core stays tight. Throw those hips back as we throw that towel down into the ground. 5 reps here. Good. All right, so that's round 1. We're going to go through all of that one more time. Starting with our drop squat to squat jump. Drop it in when you're ready. Good. Dropping it down, explode up. Then pick those feet up, push them back into the ground, drive it up. Good, Coach. Now we're going to go into our bounce side to side here. 3 forward. And going back. Excellent. Back to our towel slams. Both knees are down, hands overhead. Good. Each time, throw it in as hard as you can. 5 reps here. There's 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's our first series. We're going to move on to our second series. We're going to now get into our eccentric movements. Again, for this one, Coach Ryan's got his water bottle. We'll just use his water bottle. If you have a book, if you have something, you're going to want to grab that. We're going to be holding on to that. If you don't have any of that stuff, that's fine. I'll show you what you can do without that. But we're going to start off with our skater squat. We did these in our last series as well. But our skater squat, we're going to be standing. Coach Ryan and I have them stand in front of our pad here. You can have a pillow at home. If you don't have anything, that's fine. Just take it down as low as you can to stand back up. All right? So Coach Ryan's going to lift one of his legs up, right or left. He's going to lower himself down here for 6 seconds. I'm going to give him a count here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then he's going to fire up. So again, if you can't get that low, that's fine. Go as low as you can for 6 seconds. Fire up through that foot you're standing on. Don't worry about trying to get your knee to the ground. If you can, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. But we're going to do 6 seconds down, fire up for 3 on each leg. Then we're going to go into our standing straight arm rotation. So Coach is going to be standing here. He's going to have just slight pressure on his water bottle. If you have a towel, you can use a towel. All right. If you don't have a towel, just push, or don't have a water bottle, just push your hands together for me. There's just slight pressure here. He's going to rotate right side to left side, keeping his core nice and tight as he brings it over. All right. Make sure your feet don't rotate. Okay. Just the torso is rotating here. All right. Our hips will fall along a little, but not too much. He's going to demonstrate here too. Watch the ribs. So now he's in our kind of athletic stance as he rotates. His core is tucked under. It's not open. Good. And we're going to rotate side to side here. We've got 8. So you're going to go right, left, 8 times here. We're going to go starting with our skater squats here. 6 seconds down. I'm going to give Coach Ryan to count on his first rep just to kind of set the pace. And then I'm going to let him kind of count on his own from there. All right, if you just want to watch Coach Ryan as he goes down, you can stay with him, or you can give your own 6-second count. So it doesn't matter which leg, because we're going to do both, right and left leg. Ready? Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's firing up. He's going to do 2 more of those. When you're doing these, make sure you're thinking this knee is driving towards the toe. Don't let that hip go back. We're not hinging. He's keeping his chest up. He's driving his knee forward, and he's taking his time going down. Good. Now he's going to switch legs. Give him a count here. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's standing up. Good. He's pushing through his whole foot. He's not pushing through his toe. He's not pushing through his ankle. He's pushing through the whole foot as he stands up. All right, when you stand up, then come up quick and start to go right back down. Good, Coach. All right. There's 3 reps. So now we're going to go to our rotation, standing rotation, straight arm rotation. He's going to grab his water bottle here. Again, he's applying some light pressure. He's just going to rotate to the right side, rotate to the left side. We're going to do 8 of these. We should be feeling this in the core as we rotate. You're going to feel a little bit of pressure in the shoulders, but where we should be mostly feeling it is in our obliques as we start to rotate. We should feel our body kind of resisting that rotation. Good. Make sure you're breathing through this exercise. Don't hold your breath. Coach Ryan's got a good pace right now. We don't want to move too fast. We want to make sure everything is controlled here. His ribs are tucked under. His core stays tight. Shoulders, torso, all rotating together.
Last one.
Good. All right. So now we're going to go back to our skater squats, and then we'll go back to our standing rotation. So he's going to go 6 seconds down, First one here, I'll give him a count. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to fire up. Remember, keep your chest up. Don't hinge over. Let the knee go forward. We're squatting here. Again, the depth is up to you. You do not have to touch your knee down to the ground. All right, just get it as low as you can with keeping good form, and then fire up. All right, other side. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire up. Coach Ron's going to do 2 more. Push through that whole foot when you stand up. Coach Ryan's got his hands out front, a little bit more for balance. If you need to do that, feel free. Or have your hands wherever you need to make sure that you're not all over the place. Good, all right. Going back to our standing rotation. Grab that object.
On this one, make sure you let them know not to let the hands get outside the middle of the chest, right?
Correct. So our chest follows where our hands go. Make sure we're just not rotating our hands from side to side. The whole torso rotates with the hands. All right? Make sure also that that water bottle, that book, or whatever you have, a towel, or maybe you're just squeezing your hands together, that stays at chest height. Don't let those hands start drifting down or start drifting up. Keep it right at chest height as we rotate side to side here. Core should be engaged the entire time. Again, we're breathing, keeping that core tight, and rotating. Good. Notice how Coach Ryan hips and down basically stay in one motion. They're staying facing towards you guys. They're not rotating with his torso. His torso, shoulders, and arms are all rotating.
Last one right here.
Good, all right. So we're done with those, but we've got one more set of our skater squats. 6 seconds down, 3 on the right, 3 on the left. 6 seconds down, here's the first count. Here we go, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire up. We got 2 more on this leg, then we're going to be moving on to our next series. Good. Remember, let that knee drive forward. Don't hinge. It's more of a squat. Letting that knee drive forward. Switching legs. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Push it up. Remember, push that whole foot. Don't be rocking onto your toes or rocking onto your heels. Keep the chest upright, sitting as low as you can go, and then fire it up. 1 more rep here. 2, 1. Awesome. Fired it up. Good. All right, so we're done with that series. Now we're going to move on to our next one. You're going to need a chair here to do our foot elevated single leg hip lifts. If you don't have a chair or you find that these are too hard, I'll show you what you can do without the chair. All right, so if you have a mat or whatever, you can put that out too, because we are going to be doing side planks as well. So we're going to be staying on the floor here. So if you want a mat, go ahead and grab it. But you need a chair and a mat, and you should be set. So once Coach Ryan gets set, he's going to be on his back. We're going to have both feet up on the chair. Again, we're just demonstrating here before we get into that series. So Coach Ryan, we're going to do a single leg hip lift, so he's going to lift his right leg or left leg up. All right, and he's going to drive his knee and his hips up as high as he can, and now we're going to go down for 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and then he'll fire right back up. Okay, we're going to do 3 of those on each leg. The key there is making sure he's pushing his heel in to the chair, all right, and his ribs tucked under. We're not opening this up. His lower back tries to stay flat when he starts, and then he tries to keep all that tight as he comes up. He's not overextending or anything. He's just raising his, basically driving this knee up and driving his hips up underneath as well. Coach Ryan, we're going to take a chair away here. We're going to demonstrate a single leg hip lift. If that's too hard and you need to modify, we're just going to do a single leg hip lift. Your foot's on the ground. He's going to lower his hips down for 6 seconds, soon as his 6 seconds are up, he's gonna drive them right back up. So again, you got those two options, either feet elevated, we're gonna do the feet elevated version, or feet on the ground. Then we got a side plank. So I'll let Coach Ryan get on his side here. And we're just, feet are gonna be stacked. If you need to modify that, all you're gonna do is just bring your top foot in front of your bottom foot. That'll make it a little bit easier, but we're gonna have our feet stacked here. Coach Ryan's gonna have his shoulder on top of his elbow, and he's gonna raise his hips up. We're gonna be in a straight line from his ankles all the way to his shoulders. Hips should be cleared off the ground. Everything should be in a straight line. Ribs tucked under, he's not arching his back. His ribs are tucked under, so everything is straight. Go ahead and rest. All right, we got 20 seconds on the right side, and then we'll go 20 seconds on the left. So this series, feet elevated, single leg hip lifts. Up, 6 seconds down for 3 reps on the right, 3 reps on the left, into a 20-second plank, right side, left side. We're gonna do the hip lifts 3 times, and we're gonna do the side plank twice. So go ahead and get on your back for our hip lifts. Feet are up. Get your body set up. Ideally, you want to try and start with a 90-degree angle here. You're not too far away, or you're not too far under. So Coach Ryan's going to lift one of those legs up off the chair. He's going to lift his hips up. I'm going to give you the first count here. Going down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Firing it back up. Good. Remember, you're pushing through your heels. If you need to stay with Coach Ryan's pace or count it out loud, go right ahead. Don't open those hips up too high, all right? Where we're getting arch in that back, everything should be tucked under. And good. We're switching legs.
Should I fire up on the last one to finish it?
So once we come up, we're going to go down for 6. Always finish with that up range of motion just to finish the exercise. All right, so we're going to switch it up. Here we go, going down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire up. Good. Pushing through the heel. Push that heel into that chair, or whatever you have your feet up, whether it's a stair or whatever it is. Good. Coach Ryan's got his hands out to the side to help balance. All right. You can push lightly into the ground, which is also going to help kind of maintain that core position. So great, there's 3. Now we're going to go into our side plank. So go ahead and either push the chair away, scoot yourself away. Feet are going to be stacked or staggered. Top foot in front of the bottom foot if you're staggering. We're going to go 20 seconds here. I'm going to put them on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Again, we're in a straight line from our shoulder to our hip down to our ankle. There should be one straight line. Our body shouldn't look like this. It should be straight. Ribs tucked under. We should be feeling that in the obliques. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Coach Ryan's going to rotate it up. You at home can just flip right over and just listen for our cues. Feet are stacked. Hips are going to come up. Shoulders on top of the elbow. 3, 2, 1. Go. Good. We're in a straight line here. Try and keep those hips up. The hips should never go higher than the shoulders, but we should be trying to get them up as high as we can off the ground. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. That's 1 round. Going back to our hip lifts here. Lifting our hips up, 6 seconds down, firing right back up. Single leg here, lifting the hips up. Here we go, going down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire up. Good. Keep that same pace, 6 seconds down. Push through that heel into that chair or whatever you have as you go to fire up. We should be feeling this through our hamstrings, even in our calves a little bit. We're going to switch our legs up here. On the other side, going down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire up. Good. 3 reps on each leg here. Again, At home, you can be going faster, you might be going a little bit slower, but keep that 6 seconds, 6 seconds. He's gonna fire up here on his last one. Good. We're gonna go into our side planks. Stack the feet. When we lift it up, we're in one straight line from top to bottom. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, we're up. 20 seconds. Good. Push those hips through. Our glutes should be tight. We shouldn't be loose. Everything should be tight. Squeeze those glutes. Core should be tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Go ahead, flip it to the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds. We're up. There we go, good. He's going to have Coach Ryan push his hips through just a little bit, but he did it himself. Good. Feet are stacked. Shoulder, make sure you're not letting that shoulder drift out or back. Keep it right on top. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, guys. All right, done with the planks. We have one more set of our hip lifts. All right. Again, in your start position, make sure those ribs are tucked under. We're not arching our back to start. Everything's pushed into that mat. Coach Ryan's going to push his heel into the ground or into the chair. And now our hips are up. We're going to lower down for 6 seconds. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to fire up. Keep that pressure on that chair. All right, again, if you want to put some light pressure through your hands into the ground, that's fine too. That's just going to help that core stabilize. One more rep here, 6 seconds going down. He's going to finish firing up. Good. And now we're going to switch our legs. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Firing up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. He's got one more rep here. Pushing his heel in. And firing up. Great. Good work, guys. We're done with our chair, so we can put our chair aside.
We need the chair back. Feet elevated.
Oh, sorry. We do need our chair. So we got two options here where we're going to go next. We got feet elevated close grip push-ups, or we have just regular close grip push-ups. So if you're doing the feet elevated, we'll show you how to do that. If we're not doing the feet elevated, you don't need the chair. And then we're doing our towel rows. So if you need, or if you're not by where your towel rows are at, get there now. Put us on pause, get there. Take your chair with you if you're doing the feet elevated push-ups. But we've got 6 seconds down on our push-ups, and we're going to do 6 seconds down on our towel rows. So I'm going to demonstrate the push-ups here with our feet elevated. Coach Ryan's going to put his feet up on the chair. The key here is your hips staying in line with your shoulders. And when we move our shoulders and our hips at the same time. All right, you're not just dropping your chest down and keeping your hips up there, or I'm going to have Coach Ryan just drop his hips here for me a little bit. All right, this is terrible. Never be in this position. Hips are up, core is tucked under, shoulders and hips stay in line. So he's going to go down, 6 seconds. Elbows are tracking back. Once he gets down, he's going to fire up. Good, relax. Our close grip just means shoulder width, all right, right underneath our shoulders. We don't want this diamond, we don't want our thumbs touching. It's just about shoulder width apart, okay? Our normal grip is just right outside of that, and if we go wider, we go one more hand outside of that. But that's it, all right? Everything's within 3 hands of each other. So shoulder width is what we're going for this, and our elbows track back as we go down. Otherwise, it's just the regular push-up position. I'm not going to have him do it. I'm just going to, this is our regular push-up position, and then you're going to go down for 6 seconds. Okay? Towel rows. Again, make sure we're on the side of the door frame, the door closes on. We're not on the side that you can open it on. So we got our towel rows here. Coach Ryan's going to walk his feet down. He's going to pull himself up. And he's going to come down 6 seconds. He's going to squeeze his shoulder blades together at the top as he comes down. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to fire right back up. So we're gonna do 3 reps there of our towel rows, and we got 3 reps of our push-ups. 6 seconds down for each exercise, all right? Whatever you need, go ahead and get it. If you need your chair, grab it. If you got your towels, great. We're gonna start with our feet elevated push-ups here. So once he gets up, again, hips and shoulders are in line. You should never feel any pressure in your lower back. If you feel any pressure in your lower back, pull those hips up. 6 seconds down here. Elbows tracking back. Begin. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Good. He's going to continue doing that. Make sure, again, our shoulders and our hips move together. We're not just lowering our chest down. We're not just lowering our head down. Everything from your shoulders to your hips move together. And then fire back up. Good. If you found that difficult, go down, put your feet on the ground, start with that. Towel rows. Walking it under. Good. Here we go. Pulling himself up, lowering himself down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He fires back up. He's in one straight line from his shoulders to his hips to his heels. He's not hinged in his hips at all. He's one straight line, pulling his body up and then lowering himself down for 6 seconds. Same thing like on the hip raise. He's always going to finish by pulling himself up. Good. All right, we've got 3 rounds of this. That's round 1. We're going right back to our push-ups here. 6 seconds down. Core's tucked under. Shoulders and hips are in line to start. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He fires up. Good. As he's going down, his elbows are going back to like a 45-degree angle. All right? His elbows aren't driving straight out to the side. They're tracking back. All right? As he's pushing up, he keeps everything tight. Good. If you're pushing up and your chest is coming up before your hips, put your feet on the ground. Walking his feet under. Starting in the down position, he's going to fire up and he's going to go down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulling it up. As we pull up, our shoulder blades are squeezing together. We're pulling that in and now we're lowering ourselves back down for 6 seconds. Pulls himself back up. We got one more rep here. Taking it down nice and slow and driving it back up. Good. One more set. Make sure on those towel rows, same thing as we've been kind of encouraging everybody, keep that core under. We're not arched as we pull ourselves up, all right? And we're not hinged as we pull ourselves up either. Last set here, 6 seconds down. Hips, shoulders, stay in line the whole time. Only go down to where you know you can push yourself back up. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Firing it back up. 2 more reps just like that. Make sure your hips, keep your hips up. Don't let your shoulders, good. Don't let your hips go below your shoulders. Hips and shoulders stay in line. Core is tight. Fires up, good. Last set here with the towel rows. Good, here we go. 6 seconds down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the pace. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower yourself down. Make sure our core stays tight. Our body stays in one straight line. Don't get sloppy. Don't let those hips drop down. If it's getting too hard, walk your feet back a little bit. And he fires up. Good. All right. Those are our exercises for today. You have conditioning next. Your conditioning is alactic power. So today you're going to go 6 rounds of 7 seconds all out. What can you do for that 7 seconds? You can get outside and sprint, great. If you're comfortable with running, great, do that. If you're not comfortable with running, all right, I'm going to have Coach Ryan actually demonstrate on the rack here. He's going to put his hands, pretend we have a wall here. We're going to do wall runs, all right? He's going to go as hard as he can here, pushing into the wall and almost run in place. Go ahead, Coach Ryan. He's going to do this for 7 seconds and rest. Good. 7 seconds, and you take 2 minutes rest after each round. You're gonna repeat that 6 times. If you got a bike and you wanna jump on a bike and go hard for 6 seconds, that's fine. Or if you have any cardio equipment at home that you can jump on, turn that resistance up and go as hard as you can for those 7 seconds. You're gonna do that 6 times. Repeat that with 2 minutes rest in between. If you have any questions ever, go ahead and message us. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your workout. We'll see you for day 2.